Good morning. Hey, who is here? Do we have anyone from biology yesterday? Can give me an update of what's going on in biology? Nope. Hi, Noah. Hello. Do you guys know what happening in biology? What she said. She said she gonna email me. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. I will. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I will email her and see what's going on. So, did she said like how many times you guys gonna meet? Do you meet today at 11 as well? No, 11:30, or you don't meet today? Oh, my neck hurt. Oh my god. Hi. So, do you guys need to leave early today as well, or three different sessions? So we go to stats and not miss. Got you. So you do not miss today. Go to three different sessions. No. Okay. All right. So we have 11 people watching right now. I don't really know who you are, okay? But I will know once we get started. You ask question, answer my question and stuff. So we just gonna go. Um, okay. We're just gonna go ahead get started. And please look at your Google Classroom for update. If I change the time, I will let you guys know. Okay. Um, Hi Bailey. Are you guys together? Oh, thank you, Darren. I totally forgot today. You know what? This morning uh I was gonna start, and then I cannot see my picture. I'm like, what the heck? Where's my picture? And I just figured out I didn't open the streaming software, and also didn't have my camera set up. Oh my god, I was so freaked out. I'm like, why I cannot see myself? And then I figure out everything is now set up. Is that better? All right. So for the grade, if you have a passing grade D or above, there is nothing you should do, and I will just go ahead put your grade in the progress book. And congratulations, you almost done for your senior year. If we talked before and currently you don't have a passing grade today. I will send you an email and let you know what's the next step. Okay, I currently have seven of you guys in that situation, but don't worry, we'll figure out together. If there's anything you want to discuss about your grade, please feel free to send me email. Okay, so let's get started. I will get my face off here so you can see the screen. 1 second. All right. Today we're gonna keep going from 8.1. Hopefully we can finish it. Okay. And I have shared with you the PowerPoint, the note, and the worksheet we're gonna do today. So everything is on Google Classroom. Please go check it out. Okay. So we're we, all right. So today we're gonna look at several things that will affect the margin of error. So I will pull up the famous picture like I really like to use. Margin of error basically is the distance between point estimate to the lower bound and to the upper bound. The margin of error get bigger, which means the confidence interval get wider. The margin of error gets smaller, means the confidence interval get narrower. Okay, so today we're gonna look at what can influence, what have effect on the margin of error. So again, I will pull up the activity from last time. If I can find it, here we go. Okay, I have a million open. All right. First of all, I will repeat what we did last time. I will use the confidence level as 95 and sample size as 20 and gave us maybe 100 sample. Okay, here is our 100 sample. We will see the confidence interval is from this point to this point. It's basically this long. Okay, and we will see if I change the confidence level and change the sample size, how this line goes, like if they get bigger or get smaller. Okay, you ready? I will gonna change the confidence level first. I'm gonna change the confidence level to 99%. Okay, do you see how it goes? It gets wider or narrower. Okay, the 95 used to be looks like this, and I changed to 99.5. So you get wider. So we know if we change confidence level bigger, then the confidence interval gonna get wider. Okay. If I change the confidence level from 95 to, let's say, can we do 50 or no? The lowest is 80. So it gets narrower. Okay. So if I change the confidence level smaller, then my confidence interval is getting narrower. Okay, so this is the first thing. The second thing I want to show you, if I keep the confidence level at 95 and I change the sample size and see how it goes. Okay. Okay, so right now the sample size is 20. You will see it's about this long. Okay. After I change the sample size, everything on my sample place will be gone. So just kind of remember how this goes, and I will increase the sample size to 100. Let's do 250. Okay, and again, I will generate 100 sample. Okay, what do you see? The confidence interval gets smaller or bigger, get wider or skinnier. Confidence interval gets skinnier, okay, get narrower. So we will see if we increase the sample size, then the confidence interval get narrow. Okay, so which over here have our conclusion. Where is my conclusion? Okay, in general, we prefer an estimate with a small margin of error, which means have a small confidence interval, because if you think about it, if we have a small confidence interval, then our result will be more accurate. We will know like which range our true data will be, the true parameter will be, right? So we will have a more accurate prediction. So in general, we prefer an estimate with a small margin of error. The margin of error gets smaller, which means the confidence interval gets narrower when the confidence level decrease. Okay, the confidence level gets smaller, then our margin of error gets smaller, our confidence interval gets smaller. Or the sample size increase. If sample size get bigger, our line is also get smaller. Okay, just use wider and narrow will be good. Wider and narrow. Okay, so over here I will put this in our notes. I'll keep writing over here. Okay, so So we will say confidence interval, confidence level decrease, which leads to margin of error smaller. Which leads to confidence interval more narrow. Okay, and sample size increase and will lead to the same thing. Obviously I do not know how to spell narrow. I feel like if people watch my video, they're gonna fire me because I don't know how to spell anything. Oh my god. Okay, so when confidence level decrease, the margin of error gets smaller, confidence interval get narrow. Okay, when the sample size increase, margin of error gets smaller, confidence interval get narrow. Okay, so there are two things very important for today. And another definition, I just want to mention it. There is nothing you really need to know in this point, but in 8.2, we're gonna show you how to find the critical value and what the critical value is. But right now, you just need to know that the critical value is a multiplier. Oh, did I? Okay, if you need to use this, okay. The critical value is a multiplier. Make the interval wide enough to have state capture rate. You just need to know critical value it's a standard value that we use to multiply something. Okay, it's a multiplier. Like for example, if on the bottom, this formula we're gonna learn in 8.2. So if you have margin of error, so margin of error over here, they use standard deviation, and then you use a multiplier 2. So this multiplier, this 2 is called our critical value. Okay, it's just a multiplier, so don't worry about it right now. We're not there yet. Okay, 8.2, we will point it to you what is the critical value. Okay, so and another thing is margin of error effect by the confidence level and sample size. It does not account for any source of bias in the data collection. So for example, if we have a response bias, or we have what other bias we have, like what other bias we have. I cannot think about it on the top of my head. If there is something wrong going in the process of data collection, margin of error does not account for that. Okay, so like basically you are going to make your process of collecting data, everything looks correct. And then when you get to critical value, you want to control the margin of error as small as you can. But it's not means the smaller the it is smaller the better, but like sometimes you cannot make your confidence level very very low. Okay, so it depends on what kind of situation. Usually if you want to estimate a parameter, people will give you the confidence level. They will provide you what confidence level they want you to use. Okay. All right. So far, do you have any question? Just some definition. Okay. You just need to know this part. It's very important. Okay. Can we look at an example? Okay. Let me pull the live stream up. Okay, let's look at example. Okay, I cannot find my example 5, which is on the slide 19. All right, I do not see a lot of people in the PowerPoint. Can you see it from the screen? Let me see. It's not very clear. Oh. Oh, okay. I can change the solution. Okay. All right. So let's look at example 5. As part of a project about response bias, Ellery surveyed a random sample of 25 students from her school. One of the questions in the survey requires students to state their GPA aloud. Based on the response, Ellery says she was 90% confident that that the interval from 3.14 to 3.52 captures the mean GPA of all students at her school. Okay, there are several numbers you see in the question. Okay, we love numbers in math. Do you? Probably not. It's okay. So let me ask you, what is 25? 25 is your, and what is 90%? What is your 3.14 to 3.52? Okay, very good. 25 is your sample size. 90% is your confidence interval. Is that confidence interval? Confidence level. Thank you. Confidence level. Okay, and then the last one will be your confidence interval. Okay, so this is what's going on. All right, and do you see how they worded? They said Ellery said she was 90% confident that the interval from 3.14 to 3.52 capture the mean GPA of blah blah blah. This is exactly the way you should interpret the confidence interval if they ask you to. Okay, all right. So this is all about the question, and let's answer A. Explain how it would happen to the length of interval if the confidence level were increased to 99%. So what do you say? Confidence level increase. It will get wider. Okay, so put that in one sentence. What are you gonna say? What gonna get wider? The confidence interval. Thank you. Very good. You will say the confidence interval would be wider because increasing the confidence level increases the margin of error. Make the confidence interval wider. Well, I'm just repeating myself. I can just stop here. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so this is to telling you, okay, what's the relationship between confidence interval and confidence level. And next one, how would a 90% confidence interval based on the sample size of 200 compared to the original 90% interval? So right now the confidence level remain the same, 90%. Okay, and then we are increasing the sample size from 25 to 200. What your confidence interval gonna looks like? So think about if we increase sample size, that line we just showed you will get smaller or bigger. Okay, so the line will get narrower, right? Is narrower even a word? Let me look it up. Narrower. Is that a word? Oh, it is a word. Guys, we can use narrower. Okay, awesome. The confidence interval will, will be narrower because increasing the sample size decrease the margin of the error. The word correction is the best invention in the world. Yeah, you can do more narrow, or you can like Nadia said, the confidence interval will gate narrow. Any way you want. Okay. All right. I think this is fine because since we have this word, why not use it? Okay, I think it will be fine. Okay. So far, is that good? This is basically what we covered earlier. Okay. All right. Next one. Describe one potential source of bias in an study that is not accounted for by margin of error. Okay, so in the process of design the survey, what do you think she did wrong? Exactly. So what she do is she asked these 25 students to announce their GPA aloud. So some of them probably will, if they have a GPA like 1.2, they probably will be a little embarrassed. Probably they will lie a little bit and say my GPA is like 2.5, right? So so because you will just describe it in a sentence, I will try to do that. Okay, so you can say the margin of error. Why did C become this C? Margin of error doesn't account for the fact that students may lie about their GPA. When they have to, when they have to respond it loud. Loud. Okay. Their GPA may be lower than 3.14. What? Okay, respond. This is another sense, right? When they have to respond it aloud. Okay. All right. So again, margin of error only accounted. It's not accounted for by the bias when we design the survey. Okay. So if this is some mistake we made in the survey, then you cannot say like you cannot use that margin of error. Okay, so this is all we have about 8.1. Okay, we're gonna look at like daily quiz practice, and then we will, and then I will have a daily quiz for you. But it's not really like a daily quiz. I have to gather you together and watch you do it. You just practice on yourself, and I will, I don't know. Okay, I will do a Google survey for you, and then I will grade you from the Google survey. Okay. So, all right. Like always, I forgot to do my announcement. So, okay, announcement. All right. I know this is a weird switch. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but I need to like talk about what's going on. So, number one, there will be no session during the spring break, which means start from tomorrow. I will not meet you until March 30th. And the next time we will meet is Monday, March 30th at 11 a.m. and the time depends on how, like, I talk to Miss Heckman and see which section we're gonna hold on 11-ish, and I might change the time. So please check your Google Classroom, and please subscribe my channel so you will know specifically what time we're gonna start for each session. Okay, and number two, there will be several Khan Academy assignments. Please go in and look at them. So for the Khan Academy for 8.1, there's nothing you should submit to me. It's just 2 videos and 1 articles I want you guys to read. But it's their example on there is awesome, and how they explain it is awesome. So please look at them, and you will have a better understand of what's going on. Okay, and there's nothing to submit on Khan Academy for 8.1, but 8.2 and 3 they will be couple practice. Okay, and there will be a quiz on 8.1. Today we're gonna do a practice of it, and then I will post in a separate post with a link of Google survey, so you just type your answer in Google survey. And since 8.1, as you see, there is nothing to calculate besides the point estimate. You just take the average and stuff, so there's no step you're gonna show me. It's more about interpretation and see if you understand, like if the margin of error get bigger or smaller, those kind of stuff. So you just I will have multiple choice question, maybe 1 or 2 multiple choice question and 1 or 2 extended response. So just, it will not take you long at all. Maybe take you 5 minutes if you understand everything. Like, just you can do it immediately, or it probably take you up to 15 minutes. So please complete that. I will post it by the end of today, and it's due next Sunday, which means how about let's make it Monday before I do another session. So March 30th. How about let's do 9 o'clock in the morning? Okay. So I will post another post for that. So, and over here you have all the material you need. Right now we are looking at the quiz practice. If you want, you can click on that. That would be great, and we will keep going. Any question about what happened earlier? 7.2 quizzes. Since we don't have makeup, I will just didn't put it. And if you like a very close to, like for example, Noah, like I know you are very close to the next level of your grade, like by only like maybe 0.5 or 1%. I did look at it, and I did put your grade in, so you are good. Okay, so like basically, if you are, because this time I cannot do a finalize for you for the grade. So if your grade is like very close to next level, and I I did all of it, you guys are rounded up. Oh, the quiz is by the end of spring break. The end of spring break. So that Saturday is March 29th. You just need to finish it by March 30th before 11 o'clock will be fine. Okay? All right, let's do this. If you want to just practice yourself, you can hit file and make a copy for yourself. So you can do it on another like place. Okay, you just hit file and make a copy. Okay, thank you, Nancy, Sarah, and Matesh in the file. Where are the rest of you? Using your brain, which is fine. Okay, which is fine. But make sure you are looking at it and you understand what's going on. Okay, so the first question, let me give you about 2 minutes, and you read it and see you can do all of them. Okay, you can feel free to look at your notes, okay, because we're still learning, but but by the time you do the quiz, I want to remember everything. For example, how to interpret the confidence interval, how to interpret confidence level. Ooh. No, Tucker, I didn't. I just finished beating through the Pokemon Shield. We got the Shield. Okay, it's a really good game, but I wish like they have more stuff in it so it can last longer. But it didn't, so it's gone, and I don't feel like to go back to it and then find more Pokemons. I'm done with it. All right, do you need more time or we can start? All right, I'm collecting 5 stars, then I will start. Okay. All right. Okay. So I will read the question for you very quick because if I ask you to read it, people cannot hear you. So here we go. A consumer watch what? A consumer watchdog organization estimates the mean weight of 1 ounce full size candy bars to see if customers are getting full value for their money. A random sample of 25 bars is selected and weighted. The organization reports that 90% confidence interval for the true mean weight of the candy is 0.992 to 0.998 ounces. What is the point estimate for the sample? Point estimate. What do I do? Okay, I don't. Let me see. All right. Let me see who is here. Do I have 20 people here, or you guys just like leave your account here and do something else? All right. Okay, Tucker. Tucker, what is the point estimate for this sample? Hello, Tucker. Are you in Animal Crossing? All right, anybody? How to find the point estimate? All right, so it's 0.995. Perfect. So what you do is you just take the average, right? 小宝贝，抱头小宝。I'm calling my dog. He is going downstairs. That's not good. Okay, you just add them divided by 2. So you got 5. All right, what is a unit? Don't forget to put your unit here, okay? Because we're estimating 1 point. So over here is ounces. Ounces. Okay, so this is a point estimate for this sample. 0.995 ounces. Okay, question? If there's no question, shall we keep going? Yes, we shall. All right, so what is margin of error? So we said margin of error is distance from the lower bound to the point estimate or from point estimate to the upper bound. Okay, so if you want to find margin of error, you just need to use the either the value, the point estimate to subtract the lower bound, or you use the upper bound to subtract that. Okay, so margin of error, we can use the big one to subtract by our point estimate. Okay, so this is margin of error. Okay, 0.003. Again, your unit ounces. Okay, very good. Thank you. And Riley, like the idea of margin of error is plus or minus 0.003. That's completely correct. But when we just ask the value of margin of error, we just need this number. Okay, there's no need to write plus or minus. But again, the idea of margin of error is the point estimate to minus and to plus to get the confidence interval. Right? So awesome. Interpret the 90% confidence level from 0.992 to 0.998 in context of the problem. How do you interpret confidence interval? If you don't look at your notes, can you remember what you should say? If they ask you to interpret the confidence interval, you're gonna say, I am how much percent confident that from what to what will capture your true value, your true parameter. So you're gonna say, we are how many percent? 90% confident that the interval from 0.992 to 0.998 captures the true. So over here, what is our parameter? The true mean weight of candy, right? To capture the true mean weight of candy bars. So we are 90% confident that the interval from 0.992 from to 0.98 capture the true mean. The true mean is our parameter. True mean weight of candy bars, of all candy bars. Okay, so this is how you interpret confidence interval. You're gonna say, I am how much percent of confidence that my interval I find can capture the true value. Okay, so this is how you interpret the confidence interval. And then interpret confidence level. Again, it's the same idea, but we use a different language. We're basically saying how many percent of the sample your interval can capture the true value, right? Okay, my dog is here again. Hi, Balto. Right? So you're gonna say, if we were to select many random samples from a population, let me just copy paste it, okay? If we were to select many random sample from a population and construct a 90% confidence interval using each sample, about 90% of the intervals would capture the mean weight of all, true mean weight of all candy bars. All right, so what do you think? You basically these two, you just need to kind of remember it. Okay, first, what or if you don't like the how I word it, you can word it your own way. You can say, if we repeat select random samples many times, or whatever you want to say, but the first part will be, if you gonna select many random samples, okay, and you gonna construct a 90% interval for each sample. About that percent of interval will have your mean weight, which is your parameter inside your interval. Okay, so that is this question. All right, if we have that in the quiz, can you do it? Just this four, exactly this four. Okay, you can do it. Am I right or am I right? Yes, easy peasy. Awesome. Awesome. Good. All right, so this is the first part, which is what we covered yesterday and before, right? And today we talked about margin of error. So this is, here we go, the second question. So read it very quick and we will go over it together. Shall we start? Sometimes when I'm waiting here, I feel like I already wait for 10 minutes, but actually only 10 seconds. So if you feel like we need more time, we will wait, okay? Noah already posted his answer. If you agree with him or not agree, please comment. All right, I need to collect three more agrees. Then we can put his answer on there. Awesome. So the confidence interval will be wider because the increase increasing confidence level will increase the margin of error. Okay, therefore the confidence interval will get wider because if you increase margin of error, then both sides from the point estimate will get longer, so the confidence interval will get wider. All right, awesome. Second one, how would the width of confidence interval change if the flashlight manufacturer took a larger sample? All right, Nadia have her answer. And do you agree? Yep. Okay, so the confidence interval will be narrower because increasing the sample size will decrease the margin of error. Okay, this is all you need to say about the whole thing. Okay, all right, so this is everything about 8.1. Again, like it's not very hard, but there are decent amount of things you have to remember. For example, how to interpret standard deviation, not standard deviation, how to interpret the confidence level, how to interpret the confidence interval. Okay, all right, let me pull my face back up, which is all right. Here we go. Here is me. Okay, can you see me now? Oh, yes, you can. Margaret, if you feel like the screen is blurry, you can get in the file and you can see how what I type, and also you can um, change your solution from your YouTube. Okay, why does increasing confidence interval level increase the margin of error? Okay, very good question. Think about it. So if you increase the confidence level, like for example, from 90% to 99%, so you are saying you are right now you are 99% of confidence of like you are 99% confidence of your level, like your range of numbers can cover your true data. So if you are more confident about it, isn't you need to like make the make the like range the interval bigger to capture that number. Does that make sense to you? So you are more confident that you can cover the true value. So you need to make your bracket a little bigger so you can cover as much as thing you can, and so you are sure that the true value is really in it. Okay, does that make sense? So that's why increasing the confidence level increase the margin of error. All right. Okay. So any other questions? Okay, let's take some questions. Then I will let you guys go. All right, just keep typing a question if you have any. If not, I will wrap up our lesson for today. Okay. All right, thank you for everybody to join us today. And I know it's been a different week. I will not say harder. I don't know. I feel like working at home is not that bad. It's just like working in school, but without the fun with seeing you guys every day. So it's difficult to learn online for sure, and I understand like if I don't know if I provide you paper and I provide you worksheet, probably you will learn better. But it is what it is. We are all in this together. We need to like follow what CDC said. We need to stay at home. We need to protect ourselves. So I don't know what's the situation of the whole school decide. So if they decided to like the campus will remain like go back to open after spring break, that will be great. If not, we probably will do this for a while, and I will try my best get a system, get my stuff together and get a system of what's going on and how I will grade you and let you be more clear of what will happen next. So I will keep you updated, and please always join me. And like I still have 20 like two viewers, so that's awesome. Even though we already lose half of the class, but it's fine. Just keep joining me and like try to learn something from it. Okay. Um, yeah, I can stay for one help as well. Uh, Also, I have a Google Hangout account. I just set it up with my CCP algebra class because that class is very small. So like I can video chat with them one on one every day. So yes, if you need help one on one, of course I can send you my personal email, and you just need to add me or whatever you need to do to get me on Google Hangout, and we can talk over there. You like learning online? All right. No problem. You are so welcome. And I would love to work with you guys. And it breaks my heart that you guys are gonna graduate super soon, but I don't get to see you for the last month. That is really okay. I cannot say sucks because I'm online, but it sucks. Okay. All right. So today's lesson, that's it. And I will see you after spring break on Monday. March 30th. And please stay safe, and please stay at home. And if you go outside, please wear a face mask. I know you're like people here saying if you're not sick, you don't need to wear one, but like we don't know. So just be safe, be healthy, okay? Let me know if you need anything. Send me email or like add me on Google Hangout. I will send you the I don't know the email. I'm still figuring out, so I'm not so sure how you're gonna find me. But we will talk whenever you need it, and just anything. Let me know. Okay. All right. Keep in touch. I'm getting out of here, and have a good spring break. I talk to you soon. Bye bye. Bye.